right, this morning we're at $1,017,467 in sales. We have 12 days left and 57% of the month left, okay? So we're, like I said, we're just slightly behind budget, right? Only a couple $100,000 yet. So Robin's got it all figured out, so we're good. We can count on her. Issues last night, things we need to make sure is Bill 43, we're working on that setup, right? Okay. Obviously, when we get press 56, then Julie about the APC 28 that's in the South plant, we need to get here right away. We're waiting for it. So we need to get some of that up here. So we can run. I think that's the main stuff I've got.
A couple things that we got going on for the pig side. Press 36, Julie, the dusters, canisters, we need the material from the South plant. Yeah, well, it's down now, just sitting there, okay? So we need to get that. Jimmy, need to check and start 35. Finish it up, all right. 34, we need to break in and get SD4 running. Yeah, full tow. All right, we just want to make sure that's running before we leave today, so it's ready for the weekend. 26, when those vacuum cups show up, we need to get that up and running, get those to Isaac right away. 32, I know that the Whitman guys here is working on it. And then when the material comes for 10, supposed to be here today, Laura, can you let us know so we can get 10 running? A couple of pictures, not many today, to go over. Oops, sorry, wrong date.
Nothing changed.
The same pictures. By press 5, there's just hoses and cords and stuff on the floor. So we just kind of zip tie those up, make it look neat. 58 is still leaking oil. There's pans and towels and everything under there now. And then this was just more of a picture for everybody to kind of understand. You know, the ladder's supposed to go back to 58. Now, I'm just assuming those hooks that are on the wall right there are what it's supposed to hook on, but there's no label to say that's where the ladder goes. So I'm just assuming that. So people, I'm assuming said that, hey, it goes over by 58, I'll just go shove it over by 58. Okay, so we just need to label the wall that the ladder goes onto the wall, okay? There was a suggestion for an event. The raw material solution for presses 32 through 36. It's hard to get the material in the dryers behind the press and you know, when we're running because there's not a lot of room to get the gaylords back there. There's quite a few issues for it, so we're just going to have an event to discuss what those issues are and what we can do to fix them. Okay?
All right. For times and events, obviously a lot of stuff's changed here in the last 2 days. We've had a lot of them, so double check the dates and everything going on out there. They're working hard on one of them today. Also, remember, like when Vinny was working and so forth, that it's basically like somebody called in sick. We got to replace that person. Okay, so they can focus on what they're doing. That's why we'll break them up into smaller groups, like a planning and then a doing type of situation. So we want to make sure that everyone does that, covers that area. All right. Board again will be here on 3/20 next Wednesday. Subaru is going to be here on 3/26. Okay. Also, the fire marshal will be here on Tuesday. Do you see what time, Rich? 9 o'clock? Okay, around 9 o'clock in the morning. So we have to make sure, double check all your exits, make sure all the stuff, not blocking exits, especially Vlad. I don't know where Vlad's around here. There you are. Make sure that whole road is clear and stuff, okay? So we want to make sure that all goes well, okay? The more organized we are, and the better, much more clean, or however clean we are, the easier the whole fire marshal goes through it. If you look disorganized, they're going to start digging in to see what the problem is, okay? So we want to make sure everything's straightened out. Also, we had Laura received a bulb yesterday. We have a new customer, Federal Signal. We've been working on that for, I don't know where Steve's probably been 6 months. At least 6 months. Alright, so they're starting to move molds from Atmo over to us, so we're going to be inheriting, I don't know, we didn't have a definite amount, but there's quite a few tools. Okay, so probably I would guess somewhere between, right around 30 tools. A lot of polycarbonate.
Kind of business.
Big feather signal is your light trees. You know, the polycarbonate light trees that we have around here, they do those, they do police tops, you know, that covers the lights. And the federal signal is basically anything they need a emergency signal or a type of signal that is going to be visual. So they do a lot of covers and stuff like that, you know, taps. Okay? So we'll be starting on those, okay? Any questions on that? Okay. Alright, so today for reading, it's Friday. So a lot better reading than reading about Paul. Alright? Here we go. Champions are made in gyms. Champions aren't made in gyms. Champions aren't made from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. They have to have the skill and the will, but the will must be stronger than the skill. Most of the important things in the world have been accomplished by people who have kept on trying when there seemed to be no hope at all. So many of our dreams at first seem impossible, then they seem improbable, and then, when we summon the will, they soon become inevitable. Hard work spotlights the character of people. Some turn up their sleeves, some turn up their noses, and some don't turn up at all. I think we can all relate to that at one point or another. There are those who work all day, those who dream all day, and those who spend an hour dreaming before setting to work to fulfill those dreams. Go into the third category because there's virtually no competition. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. As my son would say, it's Confucius. So it's been around for a while, right? Many of the life failures of people who had not realized how close they were to success when they gave up. The main thing is to keep the main thing, so don't keep changing it as you're going along. Efficiency is doing things right. Effectiveness is doing the right things. Do you know what happens when you give a procrastinator a good idea? Nothing. Success is what you attract by the person you become. You have to be before you can do, and do before you can have. Okay? So just some interesting words of wisdom from different people, from Muhammad Ali to Zig Ziglar. Okay? Alright, so we're going to finish watching the Kaizen event to see what we can do with that, and then we got one more video.